Ariel, tell me. Okay, now we're live.
Hey guys, I'm going to talk really loud so that you can hear me because I have a quiet voice. So write in the comments if you're having a hard time hearing me and I'll make it even louder. If I need to come closer, I will. So today we're going to talk about client care, and this is something that a lot of real estate agents don't spend a lot of time on, but it is so important for your business. Like Dustin was talking about at the last class, if you keep top of mind with people, your knowns and your unknowns, then it will continue to give you more and more business down your pipeline. But if you don't stay in touch with people and you are not keeping client care, you want me to go a little bit closer? Okay. Let me know if this is too close.
I can come
Is
close.
that better? Okay. So anyway, if you're slacking in client care, then your client base will be affected. So here are a couple tips to help you just get some ideas on what you can be doing to keep in touch with your clients both now and then in the long term so that you can remain top of mind for them. So first of all, you want to make sure that you have a really good system to track your follow-up and upcoming reminders. So when you've closed on a property, make sure that you know your client's birthday or their wedding anniversary. Make sure that you make a note of their property closing day anniversary so that you can send them cards, or so that you can send them emails congratulating them when it's coming close to their property anniversary. You can track this information through an Excel spreadsheet. You could keep like a past client spreadsheet that has your client's name, their address, the date that they closed, and other information that you want to keep track of. Excel is great for that, or Google Sheets is also great. Google Calendar, you can set reminders for upcoming birthdays and anniversaries. And then you can also schedule a reminder to be emailed to you like a day or two before the actual date, however much time in advance you want to give yourself, so that you can mail them like a handwritten card, or send them a text message. Also, Playster, the customer relationship management system that we offer here for your website that you have, the Playster, you can actually input leads and keep track of them through Playster. There's several other lead follow-up websites like Follow Up Boss that can be a good one as well. And there's also free reminder websites. So if you don't like the Google Calendar idea, you don't want to try to figure that out, and you don't like Excel spreadsheets, then you can easily just go online and search for a free reminder website, and then just type in, on this date, send me a reminder of this, to keep up with all of your clients. So when I say handwritten cards, I mean handwritten cards. I don't mean like typing up a template for a card online, printing it out, and then just signing your name and sending it off. That is not as intentional or thoughtful as just sitting down and writing a handwritten card. I know that all of us who live in this generation of technology now don't really spend the time to send handwritten cards, and we probably don't receive them either. But taking 5 minutes out of your day and sending 5 handwritten cards to past clients will set you apart from every other agent out there. Nobody does that. So if you time block, and we've spoken about this too previously in our agent classes, but if you time block, maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes every morning for you to sit down and just write 5 cards a day, birthday, anniversary, closing cards, or 5 texts a day. If you are saying, Ariel, my hand would hurt so bad after doing the handwritten cards, like I don't want to do that, just send text messages. Do 5 texts a day to past clients, Facebook messages, whatever it is that you think would be best for you and your clients. Just reach out to them, see how they're adjusting to their new neighborhood, see if there's anything that you can help them with. If you hear about a festival happening in their area, reach out to them, let them know about it. You can also set alarms to remind you of upcoming events in the area so that you can send email reminders or text to your past clients letting them know about it, like if there's a whatever it is. We've got the Apple Festival in Irwin that is such a big hit every year that a lot of out-of-towners don't know about. So just one example, but set alarms to remind you to reach out to your past clients and let them know. Another great way to keep in touch with them is letting them know about upcoming football games, soccer games in the area, because everybody loves sports. So this also shows that you are thinking of them, that you're taking the time to go the extra mile and give them the intentionality that they deserve. And it just makes them feel really special. You can also, I mentioned out-of-town buyers. If you have an out-of-town client that's relocating to the area, you are their only friend. You're their anchor here. You're like their bridge from their place to their new home. And they don't know anything else in the area. So it really makes a big difference to put together a welcome to town package for them. That includes hotel lists close to the homes that they want, or local things to do, local hospitals, local fun facts, maybe even a local honey or another small local gift that just tells them, I'm out of town, but like this town is welcoming me, and my real estate agent has really thought to go the extra mile with giving me, these little, and you can go to local hotels around here, and they've got, a lot of times they've got brochures of the area or different lists of things to do. You could just go to any of the hotels around here and browse their lobby for some of their brochures and use that as a basis to help your relocating clients understand the area a little bit better. If you really, if you don't want to formulate all of that stuff yourself, there's resources for you to work from already. So go the extra mile, and it will really make a difference. Also, you want to make sure that your current clients are set up with home searches in the MLS. So if somebody reaches out to you and you're like, okay, I'll follow up with them, but maybe you write it down on a sticky note, you lose the sticky note, you haven't put them in the MLS, you haven't put them in your lead follow-up system, you haven't even done anything with them besides writing them on a piece of paper somewhere that you lose. They won't want to be your client because they'll think that you've forgotten about them. They don't hear from you, which is probably true. So as soon as you get a new client, you really want to take the time to set up a search for them in the MLS and to put their information in Follow-Up Boss or Playster or whatever system, in Excel spreadsheet, like whatever system you use that works best for you. Make sure that you do that immediately so that they can start getting plugged into your lead follow-up system and to those home searches, so that it seems like it's really coming directly from you. And if you don't know how to put a client in an MLS search for homes and have them automatically be sent emails, let me or Joey know, and we can absolutely help you with that, because the Flex MLS is really great and easy to use, gives us a lot of great resources to help us with our clients. So we really want to make sure that you're taking advantage of that as much as possible. So that's a great way to initially start that lead follow-up and tracking so that nobody slips through the cracks. You also want to make notes in whatever file you're keeping track of for each of your clients. You want to keep notes about the conversations that you have and the communication between them, so that you don't miss anything. Like if they mention kids, you want to make a note of that. Maybe bring that up next time. How are your kids? But really listen to them so that they know that you really care about them and that you're not just in it for the money, because here at True North, that's not what we're about. We're about guiding our clients home and communicating to them with kindness. So 5-star service, going the extra mile, and good client customer care communication, all of that really just comes down to understanding that this is a person who is in such a great high stress moment in their life. They're really probably only going to do this once in their life, so they have every right to be a hot emotional mess. And it's our job to walk them through it, to hold their hand, to help them go over all the bumps in the road and make sure that they don't stumble and fall. We are their anchor, and so understanding that they have every right to be an emotional, stressful mess kind of gives us the perspective to expect that from them, so that we already plan ahead with what we can say and do to them to make the process smooth. So it's kind of handling that objection before it arises, so that we don't mimic their high emotional stress throughout the whole transaction. or else that will just heighten everybody's nerves and make everything worse. So a good way to continually do this is, just staying calm, staying positive, and then acting as if you're talking to the President of the United States every time that you talk to them. Just speaking to them with kindness in your voice and a peaceful tone. You're not upset with them, you're not frustrated with them, and you're not nervous for them. Those are great ways to always just calm, and to truly listen to them, but always just to calm a client down, so that they feel really well cared for and they know that you're going to handle the situation. You don't want to make them more nervous than they already are. So acting as if they're the President of the United States is always a great way to make sure that your conversation is just filled with smiles. I know that it's sometimes hard for us to smile through a conversation that is really difficult, especially when the other person can be really rude and maybe nasty towards us. But they're doing that because they're nervous and they're stressed and they're worried and they're scared, and that's okay. Like, they can be that way because they're making a big decision. So understanding where they're coming from will help us serve them better. And always, if we have been the ones to make them feel more nervous, apologizing for that is a great way to kind of calm them down. Everybody, even if maybe something wasn't your fault, but apologizing about it anyway means a lot to somebody. So having the humility to admit when you're wrong, or to take the blame for something even if it's not your fault. Somebody always just wants to know that it wasn't their own fault. So if the client thinks, whatever the situation is, if the client thinks that something was to blame, that was our fault or somebody else's throughout the transaction, and we don't fess up to it or we don't apologize for it, then they'll go and tell all of their friends never to use us and never to use you because you screwed up and you didn't know how to handle the situation or anything. So anyway, it's always great to just make sure that we're keeping them calm and that we're addressing situations as they arise, so that we can maintain top of mind and so that they feel like they're being well taken care of. Event planning is another great way to keep in touch with your past clients and to care for them post the closing date. So some of your business partners may also be willing to help you out with an event. So don't forget about them and reach out to see if any of the lenders that we have, any of the pest control companies, like we have a sponsorship program here at True North. If you go onto tn-rea/affiliates, you can see all of our sponsors. And they're here to network with you guys, to get your business, and to serve you guys. So if there is an event that you're planning, go onto that website, scroll through our sponsors, reach out to one of them to see if they might be able to help you plan an event for your past clients. Everybody on that list, I'm sure, would be more than happy to, because that's what they're all about. It doesn't have to be a big client event either. Maybe reach out to one of your past clients and suggest hosting a block party for them, or see if you could deliver like little seasonal gift bags to their neighborhood, like small pumpkins or candy canes or flags or whatever it is. And if you don't want to take the cost of all of it yourself, and if none of the sponsors are willing to help you with it, see if you can pair up with another agent from True North, split the cost, split the leads, and maybe do like one neighborhood one week and the next week, to just keep in touch with your past clients and care for them in their neighborhood, and you might get some sales out of it too. Pinterest is a great way to spark and brainstorm ideas if you need help. And obviously, if you have any questions about event planning, you can always reach out to me or to Karen for ideas or for guidance in whatever way that you might need. Closing gifts is another great way to just bless your clients and care for them well at closing, which can be a very stressful day sometimes for them. So the Tombstone Group does closing baskets, and we have a contact who does all of our baskets for us. So I don't make them, but she'll put them together and she'll tie them with a really nice bow that has the Tombstone Group on it, and she'll put like a logo of the Tombstone Group on something within the basket. So if you're wanting something like that, so that your whole gift is branded with your logo, I can definitely get you in touch with her. She's great, and she has fair prices, and she delivers to our office, which is great. So if you're interested, let me know, and I can maybe put her information below in the comments. If you say that you would like her information. There's several other closing gift ideas though out there. There's, you could do a welcome mat. You could do like a gift card to their favorite restaurant, whatever it is that says to them, thank you for using me as your realtor. I hope that you are going to get settled into your new home very well. It really goes a long way to just give them a little extra blessing at closing. So after they've closed on a home, you'll want to send them a follow-up, maybe a couple days later, asking for a referral or for a review for your service to them. If you have a profile on Zillow, then you can actually send them a review request through your Zillow profile, so that once they fill it out, it'll automatically appear in your Zillow profile, which is a great way to do that. You can also have your business Facebook page for your real estate business, and you can reach out to them with a request to put a review on your Facebook business page. And if they do leave a review, make sure to send them a thank you card. Maybe even send them a $5 gift card to Starbucks, thanking them for their time to tell their friends and neighbors about you and your service. And then, after they've closed as well, you want to maybe set them up on another search in the MLS, like what we talked about earlier, so that you can stay in touch with them and maybe, label the search trends in your local market, or, whatever it is, homes that are selling similar to yours. So that in case they're curious about what other homes are selling for, and if they want to maybe sell again in the next year or two, you'll stay top of mind by continuing to keep them in your follow-up system. And then you can also keep in touch through social media. So you can start a Facebook group for your past clients, or you can just add them as friends in your Facebook and keep in touch. If somebody has a baby, send them a little newborn baby gift or a card, just making sure that you're aware of what's going on in their life, that you're mentioning it to them, and sending them a sweet note when you see something, just to stay top of mind, as we've talked about so much before. And these are all just ways that you can give 5-star service and go the second mile. But there's so many more ideas out there. I've really just brushed the surface. But here at True North, what really sets us apart is that we truly do care about our clients, and we truly do care about the community, and we want to make it a better place. And we are honestly, like, everybody here is individually selected because we're advisors. We're not just agents. We really do have an environment here to help people. So excellent customer service and communication and care is what we're all about. So if you have any other ideas, or if you want to share what you're doing, if I've not mentioned it, please comment below and share with everybody else. And then if you have any questions about what we talked about, just let me know, shoot me a message, and we're all available. And I hope that you guys have a great day.